What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing the records predictions for week number 9. So this should be a fun week because, I haven't really looked too much over this, but there's really a lot of high percentage games for us, like Pittsburgh, Dallas, and Green Bay, San Francisco. So let's get into it. Baltimore, Indianapolis. You know, Baltimore's been performing subpar, but at the same time, like they've been doing all right. You know, Lamar has been very underwhelming as a quarterback, and it's just because he's pretty much a running back that can throw, and he has these spurts of time where he can be a top 10 type of quarterback, and he's obviously showing that he's not that. He just has these hot streaks, and it's unfortunate, but I assume he'll be picking up as the season goes on. And Baltimore's defense is too good right now. I think that Marlon Humphrey, granted, the whole entire linebacker core might not be in, so this is under the condition that the linebackers are perfectly fine. But I think Marlon Humphrey has COVID. I know a big player has COVID, but I still project that Baltimore should win this game. Their defense is just really damn good. Obviously, if their linebackers like Patrick Queen are out, I am taking Indianapolis 10 out of 10. But I think Baltimore needs to have a bounce-back game, especially after being beaten in the division by Pittsburgh. Next, Houston, Jacksonville. Jake Luton's playing. That's going to be interesting. I had him, I believe it's my number 10 quarterback in the draft, so really didn't think that much of him, but he has potential. That's for sure. So that's quite interesting, but we're going to be rocking Houston here. This is a no-brainer pick for me. They're going to be relying heavily on the run game, and I like Houston's defense more than Jacksonville's offense, to be honest. I think they can be better with their consistency. Vegas, Chargers, this is going to be a great game. This is going to be a great game. Chargers just shipped away Desmond King for a 6th-round pick. Didn't really like that. I know they have cap issues, but I don't even think they even have cap issues. They just don't want to pay him, which I think is a little bit stupid, but what can I say? Vegas, they're cooking. They're doing really damn well. Question is Herbert going to go out and ball his fucking brains out again? Herbert's been doing very, very well, but the question is, can Las Vegas pull 3 games out of their ass? You know, like they pulled the Chiefs games out of their ass. They just beat the Cleveland Browns, which we'll talk about. But can they beat the Chargers again? I don't know. That's the real thing. I just don't know. I think that losing Desmond King could make a big enough difference. So I'm going to be rocking the Raiders here. I think the Chargers low-key could be tanking competitively, if you understand what I mean. Like, they're going to be in all games, but I think they just keep losing by such a small margin and for, like, no fucking reason. So it just seems like they're like, yo, we're going to pretty much, like, press the gas on the Ferrari, but we're not going to actually, like, put it into, like, 3rd fucking gear yet. I think they're just getting up there testing to see how Herbert's going to do under pressure. So right now, all away teams are winning, and this is a game I have low confidence on. This one too, but this one especially. I gotta see how Herbert plays, gotta see how Carr plays. We just gotta see how that rolls. Next, New England and New York. This is an absolute travesty right here. The question is, will the Jets get their first win at home, or will the Patriots bounce back? Patriots just got some kid from Tennessee, I think Isaiah Ford, and then they just got like Adam Butler and stuff. This is a tough one. They don't have Stephon Gilmore either. So, do I dare say it? I'm rocking with the Jets. Like, New England, they just have a lot of injuries, and they just don't have the weapons, and they have a huge quarterback debate right now. I think this is the one where the Jets are like, we're not going to be the second team in history that goes 0-16. This is a game, again, I have very low confidence on. I'm already biting myself in the ass by saying there's a couple easy ones in this. Like, it already is like looking like there's a lot of toss-ups. This one, I don't know. It's just kind of a gut feeling that like Denzel Mims is going to go off without Stephon Gilmore there. Correct me if I'm wrong. If Stephon Gilmore's there, we're taking New England 10 out of 10 times. But, you know, we're rocking with the Jets under that situation. Even though the Jets just got rid of Avery Williamson too. To my Steelers. I like that. Next, Seattle, Buffalo. This is going to be a solid game. Seattle just traded away their star guard, in my opinion, BJ Finney, for what? Carl Lawson? Not Carl Lawson. Carlos Dunlap. I called him Carl Lawson last time too. I think that Seattle's just been doing really well. They're going to continue doing well. Seattle always does well on the East Coast. We're going to be rocking with Seattle here. Carolina, Kansas City. I'm going to be choosing Kansas City here. They're at home. Carolina definitely could do a very good job. I know Teddy's very careful with the ball, and I mean, it's just a style of gameplay that could beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But I'm still going to rock with the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think they're Titans grade, which the Titans record's not updated because I haven't done my reactions or takeaways video yet, but we'll get there. Denver, Atlanta. This is going to be an interesting one, but I'm going to be rocking Atlanta all the way. You know, Denver, if they can pull off what they did last week, again, Chargers lost last week by a narrow field goal, pretty much, is kind of weird, but Atlanta is definitely a lot better in my eyes. You know, even without Calvin Ridley, I think they're going to be taking a cake. Chicago, Tennessee. I'm going to be rocking Tennessee here as well. Chicago is kind of weird, but I've been hearing people say Trubisky gives them a better chance to win. I don't think so, but I just think they have a really shitty quarterback room. We found out that Nick Foles is not Big Dick Nick. You know, he can come out every other couple games and maybe have a great game, and this might be the game. But I don't think this is the game. I think Derrick Henry's just going to be chewing up some yards. I know Akeem Hicks is, I believe he's out right now. So if he's able to just tear up the center of that defense, that's all that's gonna matter. Next, Miami, Arizona. We're going to be rocking Arizona here. Tua needs to take time to develop. I don't think he's a bad quarterback at all. He just had a rough week 1, and you know it is what it is. You don't always hit like going full speed. And people are already saying there's going to be a new quarterback drafted for Miami. This is complete BS. Complete BS. They're rushing Tua in. I thought they shouldn't play him for the entire damn year. But, hey, I mean, he's playing. He hasn't been injured yet, so fingers crossed. Pittsburgh, I mean, I'm not even going to talk about that game. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they don't even know who the damn quarterback was until, like, they were thinking about putting a guy who they put on a practice squad to starter just, like, a couple days ago in Cooper Rush, which I like Cooper Rush actually a lot more than whoever they're starting right now. I don't even remember his name. Green Bay is going to beat San Francisco. Green Bay doesn't have any other running backs, but you don't really need your running backs when you're playing against a Kittle-less and Garoppolo-less San Francisco 49ers, who are, like the Chargers in my mind, strategically tanking. Competitively, strategically tanking. So, and nobody wants to call them out for it, but it's getting a little sketchy. New York, Washington, this is going to be actually a really damn solid game. New York actually looked pretty competitive. Daniel Jones, again, everybody's saying like, oh, Fields should be drafted at 2. No, Daniel Jones, like, he's very good quarterback. He needs to protect the ball, that's for one. And he just needs time. Like, you rushed him in there. The poor guy has like pretty mediocre team around him, and he kind of needs some help. You know, he needs time to relax in that pocket, and he almost beat Tom Brady. So, you know, New York, you're doing pretty solid. Washington, the question is, can Kyle Allen do anything, right? That's the big question. Washington's defense is going to do very solid, but I trust the offense of New York a little bit more. They beat them last time. Washington could be able to steal this one, though. Detroit, Minnesota. Minnesota just beat Green Bay, which is quite surprising, I must admit. But that is all on the back of Dalvin Cook. So the question is, can Dalvin Cook do it again? Because I'm not sure if he can. It's going to be a dome stadium, so I don't really think it matters too much where we are. But Detroit could be sneaking a victory in this one, because I think actually Kenny Galladay is out. Correct me if I'm wrong. So under that situation, I'm going to be rocking Minnesota here. You know, I've been seeing Marvin Jones getting a shit ton of ads in fantasy, and Marvin Jones ain't that great. So we're going to be rocking Minnesota here. I think Dalvin Cook could be able to cut up this defensive front a little bit. And lastly, New Orleans, Tampa Bay. This is going to be a nice game to see again. It's finally going to be outdoors. So the question is, can Tampa Bay deal with Alvin Kamara? Because the only thing I ever saw was Drew Brees throwing to Alvin Kamara, or less than 10 yards. And Tampa Bay's taking this one all the fucking way. All the way. Tampa Bay is going to be kicking New Orleans down a notch, and it's nice. It's really nice. So let me know what you guys think. Some very controversial picks here. Yeah. Definitely let me know, especially given how controversial some of these picks are, like the Jets and the Raiders. And even the Giants could arguably be one that's controversial. But let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the far side. Peace.